It is a multi-year effort, and this is all about laying the foundation for that effort.
TARC's future in the metro is coming into clearer focus, but time is running out for you to say what that should look like. TARC is now in its last stretch of taking community input for draft plans. Designers will keep taking that feedback through the end of April. Wave News reporter Logan Perrone is talking about the options on the table. And Logan, public transit supporters argue only one of these options makes sense.
Yeah, Jose, and there are two short-term options. Both would see more cuts to services, but provide stability in areas where more people ride the bus. Now, a third option would support widespread service and long-term stability for TARC, but would need new investment from city leaders. It's this one that advocates say needs to be the priority. Through hundreds of stops across the metro,
full buses.
TARC is navigating the future of its system redesign in Louisville.
We're looking at some very hard choices and determining what we have to do next for the community to make sure that transit can be sustainable and transit can really thrive in the years to come.
Those choices include a limited network plan, which prioritizes serving the more heavily used routes in what TARC calls a bare bones plan. In the enhanced network plan, TARC would still have lower service levels, but give better access to jobs.
Sure, that's fine, but we need to start thinking big about public transit in the Louisville area.
Allison Leake is part of the Get on the Bus campaign and supports the growth plan. This option would provide more service, frequency, and coverage across the metro, which Leake says will get more people taking advantage of TARC.
If you actually make public transit sustainable and available and accessible to people, eventually they will come, but you have to put your money into public transit to make that happen.
Money is the biggest road bump with that plan. Members of Metro Council, like District 6 Councilman J.P. Linninger, would need to step in with a ballot referendum to increase the city's occupational tax, which funds TARC, but hasn't changed in 51 years.
And I am sure that once we do that, it will pass, that tax referendum will pass in the community, because we will have built the public power in the working class demanding the need for the growth option.
TARC hopes to finalize its plan during the summer and present it this fall. Leake believes it's up to the people across the metro to get city officials on board.
TARC 2025 is TARC proving itself. They're doing the work to show us what public transit could look like in this city, and now it's up to us to demand that our local leaders fund it.
Next week, TARC will hold 3 town halls, one on Tuesday, one on Wednesday, and one on Thursday. The dates and times for those meetings and links to TARC's full draft plans will be in this story on wave3.com. Logan Perrone, Wave News.
All right, thank you, Logan.